Okay, hello everybody. I am Mr. Wojciechowski. I will be your instructor for online mathematics for liberal arts. Now there are two courses, MGF 1106 and MGF 1107. Since the courses are designed very much the same, I'm just going to do one recording showing you how everything works. So whether you're in MGF 1106 or MGF 1107, everything will be set up the same way. Some of the material will just be different because you're covering different things. So from our My UWF screen, if we click on the e-learning for Canvas, we get to our dashboard. Maybe. We get to our dashboard, then we select our course, and I'm going to pick this one here. This is MGF 1107, Mathematics for Liberal Arts 2. As I said, the courses are designed the same. So here's how this works. You start out in this Begin Here module. And first thing in here is a brief introduction. Talks a little bit about the course itself and some things you'll need. Has my email address here, which will be very important. So we move on to the next item. Or maybe we don't. Next is the syllabus. Now the syllabus, this is for the online. And this is the wrong syllabus. That's good to see. I won't go into too much detail. The syllabi for both classes are pretty much the same. The only difference is the schedule and the material covered. So I need to fix this. Start off with your course number, my contact information. Best way to contact me is through email. My email address is here. Our location time is, of course, online. And my office hours will be by appointment via Zoom. I'm on campus very little, so that would be the best way to do this. What you would do is email me, say you would like to schedule a Zoom meeting with me, and we'll work something out. Next, we have a course description here. Again, this will vary depending on the course, as well as the student learning outcomes, the topics covered, and then student learning outcomes. Course materials is, of course, the same for both courses. The textbook is Math and Society, which is an open source book. And let's see, I believe this link works. There's homework. All the homework is in Canvas. We'll look at that in a moment. You are allowed a calculator for this course. You don't need a graphing calculator. They typically, I believe they call them scientific calculators, depending on the course you're taking. 1107, you don't need that detailed of a calculator. 1106, you will definitely need the scientific calculator. Okay, your grading. We have one project that we do worth 15% of your grade, and it will be posted in Canvas. We have our homework, all our homework together, 15% of your grade, and not web work, it'll be in Canvas as well. Then we have 3 tests. Then we have a final exam, which is comprehensive and mandatory, worth 25%. Grading system is a standard UWF scale. No A pluses, but we do have A minus. Classroom rules, we don't really have a classroom. Homework, again, attendance for online students, attendance will be participation, basically completion of homework in a timely manner, completion of online exams, any attendance task, which we'll discuss in a moment. If you do them all, you'll get 3 points added to your final grade. There is tutoring available on campus. That's this information here. Financial aid information. And then we have lectures. You have access to pre-recorded lectures online, and we'll see that in a moment. The homework is also online and uploaded. Where did this come from? And testing for you guys will be online as well. Everything is done online for this course. Some information about a withdrawal policy. Some reasons. Technology, again, we're talking about a non-graphing calculator. We have conduct and plagiarism policy. There's assistance for students with disabilities. We have things with military affiliation, weather. Now, this is an online course, but on occasion, if there is a major weather issue, the college has been known to shut down the server on campus. So there is a case that even though you're online and don't go to campus, you could still have events canceled because the system has been shut down for safety reasons. Next up is our schedule. Again, this will vary depending on which course you're in. This being the 1106 schedule for some reason. Okay, face coverings. I believe at this point it is your decision. If you wish to wear a mask, wear a mask. Wait a minute, that doesn't matter with you because you are online students. So don't worry about that. Again, we talk about disruptions. Again, being online, you really don't need to worry about that. Recording in class. Again, everything's already pre-recorded, so that's not something that affects you either. I don't think they're doing the pre-screening surveys anymore, but wouldn't affect you anyways as you don't come on campus. So that is the syllabus. Now, your first task within the first week. Well, let's go to this next item here. Now, let's skip it for now. This is your first task, attendance confirmation. Essentially, what this is a discussion thread. What you need to do after reading the syllabus, post in the thread that you've read and understand the syllabus. This would allow me to confirm your attendance, which is necessary, particularly if you have financial aid. So please take that and take care of that as soon as possible. Now, I am in 1106. So that worked out well. Now, this live lecture Zoom meeting for 1106. It's at Tuesday and Thursdays at 4 p.m. What this is I teach this class as a blended class that has online students and in-person students. This is a link to that lecture. It's given live on Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. unless the campus students are being given an exam, then there would be no lecture. This section here, there's nothing in it right now. This will be where I post recordings of these lectures. So my goal is to record the lectures and post them. I don't guarantee that it'll be done, but that is my overall goal. And now we get to the individual chapter. Each chapter will be like this. So the chapter title, you open up section, you have pre-lecture notes. Now these are the notes that I use when I give the lecture. You have the recorded lecture. This is the pre-recorded lecture from a couple of semesters ago. Then you have the post-lecture notes, which are basically these notes with my writing on it from the lecture. And then you have the homework. Homework is as simple as a PDF. You open it up. Internet is definitely going slow tonight. Sorry about that. So you can, when this downloads, you can open it up, solve the problems on a separate piece of paper. You can print it and solve them on that, however you wish to do it. Basically, as long as I can tell what you're doing, you're good. Then there'll be a Dropbox for you to upload your solutions. Scan them, take a picture, however you wish to do it. And each chapter is set up the exact same way for both courses. So problem solving, statistics, describing data, probability, and then you find exam one. Let's open this up and look at how this works. That's sets. That's not what I want. I want exam one. We have a study guide for exam one. Then we have exam one. The study guide is basically set up to be almost exactly like the exam. Essentially, if you can work the study guide, you will be able to work the exam. Now, typically with the online courses, and it's broken down by chapter, this study guide is actually all the homework. So typically, that is exactly what it is actually. What I will do is we have our exam, the on-campus class meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have our exams typically on Thursdays. So on the Tuesday before the exam, which would be the week of the exam for the online students, I will go over all the homework, which is this study guide. And that will be your study for the exam. Essentially, if you can get all the homework graded, you'll be in good shape for the test. And then as online students, you'll have your exam. In here somewhere. Yes, you'll go to the exam. The exam is typically key in your answer. Then at the end of each exam, there's a place where you can upload your work. So you can solve the problems on a separate piece of paper, scan them or take a photo of them and upload them. That way I can give you partial credit for any that you miss because the exam is mainly self-grading. But if you turn in your work in the Dropbox for the exam, you will be given partial credit for any problems that you missed. If you attempted them, you'll get credit. We have exam 2, exam 3, a final exam, and there's also a project. Again, this is 1106. Project will vary. I don't think we really need to see what the project is yet. There's the math book. It finally showed up. So the other thing you want to look at here, going back to home. Come on. is, let's see. Did I not put due dates up here? Yeah. See the homework, it has a due date. Essentially, if you turn this in by that due date, I should be able to give you feedback. And you'll notice October 2nd, October 2nd, October 2nd. All the homework before exam 1 is due on October 2nd, which is also when exam 1 is due. I will make an effort to get you feedback on your homework as you turn them in up to that point. Now, the homework has an availability until I believe it's December 4th. Let's see. Yes, you see, available until December 4th, due November 27th for the project. So here's what this means. Remember how we talked about completing assignments in a timely manner? Essentially, that means completing by the due date, but should something come up and you don't, you'll be able to have longer to do it. Here's the assignments we talked about. Well, that's the test, the exams, final exam, homework. See, that's November 22nd is due, but it's available till December 4th. And that's the last sections. So if you get them in by the due date, you'll get attendance credit. It'll be like attendance. If you get them all in by the due date, as opposed to the available till date, you'll get credit for it. 3 items that are, if you're late, as in after due date, if you have 3 items like that, you won't get any of the bonus points. If they're all in before the due date, you will get the 3 bonus points. The main thing is, if you have any questions at all, you can email me at my email address, which is in the syllabus. I know a lot of people use this inbox here, and it'll work. I'll get the message eventually. But I tend to get those messages late at night. Essentially, if you email me, I check my email every couple of hours, so you'll get a pretty quick response. If you use this inbox here, I'll get it. It usually pops those up about midnight or so. So please use the email. Any questions, feel free to email me. If you need to talk to me via Zoom, email me and we can set that up. Again, I have a 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock class on campus on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do have some time from about 5:15 to 5:45 if you would like to come to campus and meet me. Otherwise, meetings would probably be best done through Zoom. That's all I have for this. Again, any questions, just contact me. And I hope we all have a wonderful semester.